11 signs a woman likes you, mirroring your actions. When a woman mirrors your physical movements, it's a fascinating psychological phenomenon that often operates below the threshold of conscious awareness. This behavior, known as mirroring, is a form of non-verbal communication where one person subconsciously imitates the gesture, speech pattern, or attitude of another. In the context of interpersonal relationships, mirroring can reveal a lot about her feelings towards you. The science behind mirroring. Research in social psychology suggests that mirroring can be a sign of attraction and is often used consciously or unconsciously to build or enhance rapport. Neurologically, this behavior is linked to mirror neurons, cells in the brain that fire not only when we perform an action, but also when we observe someone else making the same movement. This mirroring process helps to create empathy and understanding between individuals, making it easier to connect on an emotional level. Detecting synchronized movements. To spot mirroring, pay attention to small details during your interactions. For example, if you notice that she takes a sip of her drink shortly after you do, leans in or reclines back when you do, or mimics your hand gestures during a conversation, these are all signs of mirroring. The key is to observe whether these actions are isolated incidents or part of a consistent pattern that occurs throughout your interaction. Interpreting the significance. While mirroring is often a positive sign in social interactions, indicating interest and engagement, it's important to consider the context and frequency of these behaviors. Consistent mirroring across different situations or over time can suggest genuine interest and a subconscious attraction. However, occasional or random mirroring might simply be a habit or social courtesy rather than a sign of deep personal interest. The emotional impact of mirroring. When someone mirrors your movements, it can have a comforting and reassuring effect, reducing psychological barriers and creating a sense of harmony and mutual affection. This can make conversations flow more smoothly and increase feelings of trust and affinity, potentially deepening the relationship. Seeking out your opinion. When a woman frequently seeks your thoughts on various matters, from trivial decisions like choosing a movie to more significant discussions about life choices, it's a noteworthy indicator of her interest and respect for you. This behavior suggests she values your viewpoints and considers your input important, which can be a strong sign of both trust and admiration. Psychological insights. In psychological terms, asking for someone's opinion is not just about gathering information. It's also a way to express respect and establish a shared intellectual space. When she asks for your opinion, she is not only signaling that she finds your ideas worthwhile, but is also inviting you into her personal thought processes and decisions. This can be particularly meaningful if she includes you in decisions that impact her directly, showing she places significant weight on your responses. Emotional engagement. This action also fosters emotional closeness. By involving you in her decision-making, she is subtly expressing vulnerability and openness, building intimacy. It's a way of saying, "Your thoughts matter to me," which can make you feel valued and connected. This exchange deepens the relationship, as shared decision-making can enhance mutual understanding and empathy. Consistency and context. Notice the frequency and context in which she seeks your opinion. Does she ask you only about general topics? Or does she also involve you in more personal or future-oriented discussions? The depth and breadth of the topic she brings up can indicate how deeply she values your perspectives and sees you as a potential partner in her decisions. Subtle signs of deeper interest. Moreover, If she not only asks for your opinions, but also frequently aligns her choices with your suggestions, it might suggest that she's not only interested in your thoughts as a form of courtesy, but is genuinely inclined to integrate your viewpoints into her life. This alignment can be a subtle yet clear indicator of deeper feelings and a desire for a closer bond. Change in appearance. If she puts extra effort into her appearance when she knows she'll see you, it can be a strong indicator of her interest. This might involve more elaborate makeup, a carefully chosen outfit, or a distinctive style that she knows will catch your eye. Such changes can be subtle or quite noticeable, but they all serve the same purpose: to make an impression. Psychological and social perspectives. From a psychological standpoint, the effort a person puts into their appearance when meeting someone is often a direct reflection of their interest level. It's a form of non-verbal communication that signals attraction and the desire to be noticed and admired. Socially, this behavior is also influenced by the desire to be seen as appealing and to fit the perceived preferences of the other person. The impact of aesthetic efforts. When you notice changes in her appearance, it can be flattering and intriguing. It suggests that she values your opinion and wants to ensure she presents herself well in your eyes. This effort doesn't just reflect her desire to look good, it also shows an investment in the relationship, however nascent it may be. Consistency and occasion. Pay attention to when these changes occur. Is it only for special occasions or consistent across regular meetups? Frequent changes in her style or a noticeable upgrade in her grooming habits when you're expected can be more telling than a one-off effort for a special event. Interpreting the signs. While changes in appearance can suggest interest, they should be interpreted within the broader context of her behavior. If she's also engaging with you through conversation, showing signs of nervousness or excitement, or seeking your company more often, these visual changes are likely part of a broader pattern of attraction. In-jokes and shared language. Developing a repertoire of inside jokes and a unique way of communicating can signal an intimate familiarity and shared private space. This subtle form of bonding is significant as it indicates not only a closeness, but also a creation of a world that only the two of you inhabit. Psychological significance. Inside jokes and shared language are a form of social glue that bonds people together, creating a sense of exclusivity and belonging. These shared bits of humor and unique expressions are psychologically comforting and affirming, reinforcing the relationship through laughter and mutual understanding. Cultural connections. In the context of relationship dynamics, having in-jokes and a shared language helps to establish a culture of two, where the rules, norms, and language are uniquely yours. This bespoke cultural creation can make both parties feel special and valued, enhancing the connection and depth of the relationship, indicators of a deeper bond. Observe how these jokes and phrases come into play during your interactions. Are they frequent? Do they seem to naturally weave themselves into your conversations? The ease and frequency with which you exchange these personalized bits of communication can be a strong indicator of the depth of your bond. Emotional impact. The emotional resonance of sharing something unique, like an inside joke or a word that has special meaning only to the two of you, can be profound. It's a sign that you've both invested emotionally in the relationship, cherishing the experiences and moments you've shared that have led to these private references. In essence, the evolution of in-jokes and a shared language not only marks the progression of your relationship from mere acquaintances to confidence, but also enriches your interactions, making each moment together more enjoyable and meaningful. This shared lexicon becomes a treasure trove of private smiles and laughter, deeply enriching your connection. Playful challenges. Engaging in light-hearted challenges or competitions with you, like racing to finish a drink or playfully arguing about a topic, can create a dynamic of fun and interest. This kind of playful interaction is an important aspect of building rapport and can significantly deepen the engagement between two people. Understanding playful challenges. These interactions often start as small, impromptu contests or teasing remarks that test the waters of your relationship. They are not about winning or losing, but about engaging with each other in a spirited way that adds excitement and liveliness to your interaction. Psychological and social dynamics. From a psychological perspective, playful challenges stimulate the brain's reward centers by introducing elements of novelty and excitement. This type of interaction can increase dopamine levels, enhancing a feeling of pleasure and attraction. Socially, these playful exchanges break down barriers, allowing each person to express their personality and sense of humor, which is crucial for building trust and personal connection. Signs of interest and comfort. The willingness to engage in these playful dynamics often shows that she feels comfortable enough around you to be spontaneous and open. It also suggests a level of interest and attraction, as these behaviors are typically reserved for people one enjoys spending time with and wants to connect with more deeply. Building a stronger bond. Each playful challenge tends to build on the previous ones, creating layers of shared experiences that strengthen your relationship. These activities not only make your time together fun, but also memorable, reinforcing your connection each time you share a laugh or a mock competitive moment. Interpreting the emotional undertones. Pay attention to the nature of the challenges and the context in which they occur. Are they friendly and inclusive, or do they seem to push the boundaries of comfort? The way she sets the tone can reveal a lot about her feelings and intentions, showing whether she's looking to create a deeper bond or simply enjoying the moment. Unique gifts. If she gives you thoughtful gifts that cater specifically to your interests, it can be a sign of her paying close attention to what makes you happy. These gifts often go beyond the typical or generic, showing a deep personal insight into your likes, hobbies, or passions. The significance of thoughtful gift giving. Giving a gift that resonates with someone's personal tastes demonstrates a high level of attentiveness and care. It indicates that she not only listens when you express your interests, but also invests time and thought into finding something that truly speaks to you. This type of gift-giving is an intimate gesture that can strengthen the emotional bond between you. Psychological impact. From a psychological perspective, receiving a gift that is perfectly aligned with your interests can trigger feelings of being understood and valued. It enhances the emotional connection and can significantly increase feelings of closeness and affection. This thoughtful exchange contributes to a richer, more nuanced relationship dynamic. Markers of a deeper connection. Pay attention to the occasions on which she gives gifts and the nature of the gifts themselves. Are these gifts linked to special dates or just because moments? The timing and context of the gift can provide additional insights into her intentions and feelings. Spontaneous gifts often carry a strong emotional message, suggesting that she thinks of you even in the absence of a specific occasion. Evaluating the emotional resonance. The emotional resonance of receiving a gift that perfectly matches your interests can be profound. It's not just about the object itself, but about the message it carries. I know you, I remember what you love, and I care. This can be incredibly affirming and is a clear indicator that she values your happiness and wants to be a part of things that bring you joy. When she gives you unique gifts that align with your personal interests, it's a clear sign of her thoughtful engagement in your life. Such gestures are powerful indicators of both affection and attention, enhancing the depth and quality of your relationship through a tangible expression of her feelings. Subtle flirting. If she engages in coy looks, playful touches, or a constant habit of playing with her hair when you're around, these can be signs of subtle flirting. This type of behavior often indicates attraction and an attempt to capture your attention in a gentle, understated manner. Decoding subtle flirting. Subtle flirting is characterized by small, often overlooked actions that signal romantic interest. These gestures are typically quiet and not overly explicit, designed to test the waters and see how they are received without making the person too vulnerable to rejection. Psychological underpinnings. The psychology behind subtle flirting involves a mix of desire and caution. It's a way for her to express interest while also protecting herself from potential disappointment. This behavior taps into basic human instincts of attraction and mating, where nonverbal cues can play a critical role in communication. Emotional significance. Subtle flirting not only serves to attract, but also to create a playful and intimate atmosphere between the two of you. When she flirts in such a delicate way, it can make interactions exciting and charged with potential, adding a layer of emotional depth to the relationship. Observing context and frequency. It's important to consider the context in which these behaviors occur. Are these gestures consistent and specifically directed at you in various settings? Consistent behavior across different situations can indicate genuine interest and attraction. Interpretations and implications. Pay attention to how these flirtatious gestures integrate with the rest of her body language and interactions. Do they seem confident and relaxed, or more reserved and tentative? The way she flirts can reveal a lot about her personality and how she views your potential relationship. Subtle flirting is an art form that communicates interest without words. It's a dance of glances and slight touches that invites you into a more intimate connection, hinting at deeper feelings without saying them outright. This nuanced approach can significantly enhance the intrigue and attraction in your budding relationship, making each encounter with her a discovery of hidden depths. Protectiveness. If she shows concern for your well-being in small ways, like making sure you get home safely or bundling you up when it's cold, she's displaying caring behaviors that extend beyond simple courtesy. This protectiveness can be a telling sign of her affection and investment in your safety and comfort. Understanding protectiveness. This behavior reflects a nurturing instinct and a desire to ensure your well-being. It's about more than just physical safety. It's also about emotional support. When she takes on a protective role, it often means she values you deeply and sees herself as someone who can contribute positively to your life. Psychological insights. Protectiveness is rooted in empathy and bonding. It signals a deep emotional connection where she feels responsible for your happiness and safety. This kind of behavior can strengthen the emotional ties between you, as it involves a significant level of care and attention. Markers of deep affection. Notice the ways she expresses this protectiveness. Does she offer advice on issues she thinks might affect you negatively? Does she stand up for you in social settings? These actions show a level of commitment and closeness that goes beyond casual friendship. Emotional impact and security. Her protective actions can make you feel valued and cared for, which are fundamental aspects of a strong emotional bond. This sense of security can be particularly comforting and can make you feel closer to her, knowing that she truly cares about your well-being. Contextual clues. It's important to observe when and how often she exhibits these protective behaviors. Are they consistent across various situations, or do they emerge particularly when she feels you're vulnerable or in need? Consistent protective behavior is a strong indicator of genuine care and possibly deeper feelings. In essence, her protectiveness is not just about ensuring your immediate safety. It's a sign of her broader commitment to your welfare and happiness. This caring dimension of her behavior highlights her affection for you and her desire to play an important role in your life, contributing to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Her friends' behavior. Sometimes friends are in the know. If they giggle, whisper, or behave differently when you're around, they might be reacting to her feelings towards you. Observing her friends' reactions can provide valuable insights into her own feelings, even before she explicitly expresses them. Social cues from friends. Friends often act as a barometer for one's personal feelings, especially in group settings. If you notice her friends teasing her when you're around, looking at each other with knowing smiles, or making an effort to leave you two alone together, it's likely they are supporting her interest in you. These actions show that her feelings might be a topic of conversation within her friend group. Psychological and social dynamics. The behavior of her friends can also reflect the social dynamics of endorsing relationships. Friends typically want to see their loved ones happy, and might play subtle roles in facilitating connections they approve of. Their behavior can amplify or reflect her own feelings, acting as a secondary confirmation of her interest. Interpreting their interactions. Pay attention to how her friends interact with you. Are they exceptionally friendly or inviting? Do they ask you questions that seem to probe your intentions or your availability? Such interactions can indicate that her friends are not just aware of her feelings, but are also actively trying to ascertain your suitability and interest. Emotional significance of their support. The support or interest shown by her friends can have a significant emotional impact on your potential relationship. It can create a welcoming environment that encourages the relationship to develop. Knowing that her inner circle supports your growing closeness can make both of you more comfortable and confident in exploring a deeper connection. Consistency and context. Observing these behaviors across different contexts and over time can help you gauge the seriousness and depth of her interest. If her friends consistently show signs of supporting a potential relationship between you two, it's a strong signal that she values you and considers the relationship meaningful. Her friends' behavior is not just incidental. It can be a crucial indicator of her feelings towards you. Their reactions and interactions can reveal a lot about how she talks about you and what she feels for you, making them an important part of understanding where you stand with her.